Bullying is never okay, and it starts early. It starts early with kids doing it to one another, and it also starts early with teaching children how to stick up for themselves, advocate for themselves when it does occur. Quick story time. Last week, my daughter got a lollipop in music class, and she put it in the side of her book bag, like with open pockets. And when she came home to look for it, it wasn't there. And she was upset, of course. And so I told her, I said, whenever you have something that's important to you, you need to put it in the front of your book bag with the zip pocket so you can zip it up. I said that prevents it from falling out if you accidentally turn your bag upside down or sideways. And it also prevents people from going through your stuff without your permission and just grabbing and reaching whatever they want. So then she kind of thought about it and she said, well, Mommy, somebody goes through my stuff every day without my permission. And I said, well, what do you mean? Well, every day, insert kid's name, asks me for a snack, and I tell her no, that she can't have any, and she takes my book bag and goes through my stuff anyway. And immediately my antennas went up. And so I'm like, am I hearing this correctly? Let me run this story back. And so I asked her to tell me again, and the story was consistent. Then we had to have the conversation about boundaries and saying no. And it's never okay to go through somebody's stuff after they tell you no. And it's never okay for anybody to do that to you. And every day, or sometimes she's like, no, every day when we're waiting for the bus after school, she goes my things. I sent a note explaining what was happening, and I sent a note to the teacher explaining what was happening, and I just so happened to be volunteering that morning, which is another video for another day, because yes, Mommy is involved. And the teacher came and found me and said that she would address it right then, and it has not happened since. So I had to do some reflecting and ask myself, I'm like, are you overreacting? Like, it's something small, but it's not. These small kind of situations, if they go unaddressed, then they turn into bigger things over time. And so I feel like it was a lesson for my kid and the other kid. No means no. You don't get to go through other people's things, and nobody gets to go through yours without your permission. It just does not work like that. We had to deal with a little bullying issue. It reminds me of when we were kids growing up watching those movies where the kids got bullied about their lunch every day. There was always somebody taking a kid's lunch. And so it's just one of those things. But we have to be vigilant, and we have to make sure that we let our kids know that it's okay to stick up for yourself, and that nobody has the right to go through your things without your permission. So yeah, lesson learned for her, and kindergarten marches on. Toodles.